The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good morning. It's 9:49 and I'm gonna start laundry shortly because got my period yesterday. Ugh. And yeah, now I got clothes hanging over the tub. This is fucking hard. You know. So that's the thing. So definitely trying to do laundry today. However, I saw some snowflakes, and not for nothing, I did cry out to heaven, no! And they seem to have stopped temporarily, so I feel like this is my window. Like, hurry up and get there. But before I do that, I gotta do this thing. It's time to talk about, the thing today. The thing today. Those of you that don't like math, you could just take a break because you're probably not going to like this unless you've been enjoying the math of the body and the math of the heart and the math of the face, and it's all so basic. Like, we're not even doing multiplication here, not directly. We're doing like very basic math. But anyways, I know some of you are anti-math, and that's okay. That's how you're supposed to be. Until you're not. Anyways. So now that we have the heart being the 1 and the 4, right? The spirit flowing through the heart. And we also have, menopause. I wish. We also have menstruation, which is, yeah, you only wish that right now because there's a mess. Anyways, menstruation being, the body being a 6, letting spirit flow out of it. And the reason it's not a 6-1, the reason it has to look like a 1-5 is because subtraction isn't really a thing. You have pieces that break apart, but you don't have a whole that you take something from, right? Trying to explain this and how the numbers work in nature. You'll never see a 6 minus 1. You'll never see that. What you'll see is the 1 coming away from the 5, right? Because you should know that a 1 and a 5 is a 6. And why am I saying all this? Because yes, we are talking about pi. We are talking about 3.1415. That is as far as we've got so far. And what that's basically telling you, that 3.1415, that 3.1415, is that to make all this work, to make the 3 forces come together and work successfully, in this simulation, in this school, on this planet, however you want to look at this, we need a little something extra. And that little something extra is actually the coding for a human female. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but the 14, the 1-4, the heart, is a coding for basically a mammal, a warm-blooded thing, a 4-chambered heart. I don't know if you know this. Fish don't have 4 chambers in their hearts. Birds don't either. You can look that up. What it's telling you is it needs to be a warm-blooded heart. It needs to be a mammal. And more specifically, you realize this by the next number. That mammal actually needs to be a marsupial. It needs to have the 0 pocket, because that's the only way you can get the 15 in the next one. It has to be female, so it has to menstruate, so the 1 is coming out, and that only happens, with a uterus. I don't know if you know that's a thing. So 3.1415 is just saying your 3 elements, and then it's saying a human, and it's saying a female. Go figure. Awkward, right? But yeah, that's what it's saying. And the whole idea behind this is it's mathing. It's how nature does its thing. It's probably the closest you're going to come to an actual matrix, right? Not the dumb, stupid human shit coming through on the TV, but the actual coding of the world around you, right? And why it all matters is because humans are a code too. We are a spirit inside a body with a fully developed mind. And, you know, we're working to balance the number 4, the desire. But we don't have it, so we don't get the 4. What we get is the 1, I should draw this better, the 1, the spirit, that reflected itself into a 2, into a body, and then the mind sits above it. And it does. Our mind sits at the pinnacle of our structure. And we are a vertical structure. We're not a horizontal structure like an animal because we got the 1, 2, 3. So why does all that matter? Because the pattern of a human is a 6. The pattern of a human is a 6 in so many ways. And now you get to know it's one more way. It's a 1, 2, 3. And if spirit decides to pair up with a 1, 2, 3, what you get is a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 3. It's the only way you're ever going to get a 7 out of a human, right? Is that spirit has to come along. Spirit has to pair up. Have a good day.